Welcome back everybody, Natsu here once again, and this time around we're gonna talk about Joe's Bizarre Adventure, but this will be my tier list. Now the reason why it took so long is that I was doing a tier list and then they decided to update the game, so I decided to wait because I know it was gonna get outdated really fast. Now having said that, in the description below, I mean actually in the first comments, in the pinned one, I'm gonna put the timestamps of each character, so if you want to jump to that character, right, you can do so and you don't need to watch the whole video, but I recommend watching the whole video so you understand why I'm saying the reason why they're there, the character, right. Another thing I want to mention is that you will start noticing that I see a lot of people doing tier lists and they haven't gone through each character. I have played with each character. I mean, like, it's like around 50 plus, so it's hard to get to understand, right, how well they are. Some I will recommend. I'm an expert, like for example Speedwagon. I haven't tested him out, but I think he has a lot of potential. So keep in mind that there might be some characters the position will be kind of weird, but I think they'll still be on the tier. Right now, all of these are, I put it on order, because I know some people say what you think is better, and I wanted to make it in order so you can see, like, I think, for example, Nero is number 1. I will be explaining that in a few minutes why. Another thing that is something I mentioned is that I take, the tier list, the position, I also take assists. What I mean assist is that, as an assist if it's a good assist, or if it's also a character that can exploit certain things with a certain assist, and that way it will be viable. Also the normals, I think they're really important in this game, especially the new ones like Nero. I will be talking about that. And the top tiers, you will notice that their normals are really good compared to the rest of the cast. And also damage, because some characters have damage but they need to be in certain specific situations. And that's the thing, like I will be talking like for example, each character in this game does damage, but in different situation and certain criterias it will get, those checkboxes, right. Another thing is that I'm also taking in consideration how easy to use is the character. So because for example, I think Dio's a good character, but you need to work more with him than Nero. So anyways, like I said, the description, timestamps will be on the comments below, so you can jump between characters. Also, please like and subscribe. I want to arrive to 1,000 subs this year. Still around 500, so please help me. But anyways, it's free. Anyways, let's start the video. So let's start with the S. To be honest, I don't think it should be S. I think Nero should be plus S, but I want to make it, I'm gonna leave it like an S. Reason why I say Nero is a great character is damage wise, is like he does damage. Mix-ups, he has mix-ups. Also his crushing medium is super good normal, because you can do certain things that this game didn't allow you to do before, like shimmies. When we with shimmies, like you can, after a hard knockdown, you can go back and forth, and if they try to do a normal, you can whiff punish them on reaction, and that's really hard. And it's really good as a character in this game, and therefore it will go back to the same scenario. Also, you have resets with Nero that are super hard to block and react, especially online. And that's another thing I'm gonna talk about, like online versus offline. Technically, I think some characters are better online than offline, but this tier list is more for offline than online anything. So yes, I think Nero is super good. Like when he does the invisibility, like projectiles goes around him, super nasty. Like he has a mega debuff that he doesn't allow you to dash forward or back, and you're gonna get mixed. Like it's super hard, and he gets that debuff via the counter, which is a great counter, has a reversal, and also he's super great hard attack level 2, right. Anyways, Cars is another character that I have seen CyberConnect trying to nerf him, but the problem is that every time they nerf him, it stays the same. It's like if you play Dragon Ball FighterZ, Majin Buu had the same issue. I mean, sorry, not Majin Buu, Kid Buu. So Cars has the same issue, even though they try to nerf certain scenarios. You can do the same scenario with different strings. So instead of doing standing hard punch, right, or hard attack, you'll do the crouching one and go from there, right? And then you might need to, expand some meter, but at the same time it's super good. Like teleport Oki is still a thing. Like you cannot react to the teleport unless the person is super, like you can see what they're trying to do, right? But again, it's super hard to deal with him. Now Yosuke part 4, Yosuke is a character that I think people slept around him. I think before he was a really good character. The problem is that it's a popular character, but people were not abusing the stuff that he can do. Like this is a character that can do easy damage retardedly. And when I mean retarded, is like people say, oh, Vanilla Ice or Cool Ice did stupid damage, and yes, it was the case. But in the case of Yosuke, like he already did that before. The issue was that he needed to use assist. Now Yosuke in the last patch got buff. I don't know why. Don't ask me, right? And he can do like super easy damage. I mean super easy damage. I mean super easy damage. Like you don't need to go hardcore. If you go hardcore with his combos, you can do Touch of Death every round. And plus, meter is stupid. Kowasu is another character that he got nerfed. I think he's still good. He might drop down a little bit in the future, but the way I see him right now, nothing has changed about him. Like he has good zoning, his mix-ups are stupid, and what I mean stupid is that like you don't expect that to work, but it does work. His normal is the only thing that's kind of weird, but his damage output is really strong and super good. Narancia is a character that, if I'm gonna be honest, was the original top tier. Now, even with the nerfs they gave him, like for example, he cannot do flash cancel from his DP anymore, which is stupid. But still, that DP is good if you know they're doing it. If you know you're gonna punch opponent, you can use it, right? And sometimes the DP will hit you if you jump back from him. Like if you try to do a cross up, the DP will hit. It's super stupid. Like his normals are still disjointed. What I mean by that is that if you try to punish or with punish, you're gonna get hit because it's like his normals are fireballs. And what I mean by that is that you cannot touch them. You cannot touch him altogether. Damage output is super good. Yes, he got nerfed by the also damage output because of the OTE. But again, it makes sense. The OTE nerf affected a lot of characters in this game right now, and that's why you have been changing it. Now Kakojin is another character that to be honest, every time I see people saying, oh, he's top tier, I was like, no, I don't think he's top tier. The reason why is because I always play with my brother, and he just Kakojin, right? And I know what you can do in certain scenarios. Now after playing another Kakojins, right, I still think that he's not the best character, but this is the thing, right? He's like Guile in Street Fighter 5. What I mean by that is that he can zone you out, be super lame, and it doesn't look OP or strong, but when you play against somebody that uses the character, you will notice, okay, this is basic, and I hate it, but I see that it's super strong. He makes every character in this game play his playstyle. What I mean by that is that when you're playing against, let's say, Dio versus Yotaro, is like, a fist fight, right? If you're playing against Kakojin is the one that dictates the pace of the fight, and that's super strong in this game. Against Kakojin, you need to master the mechanics of this game, and what I mean by that is like status dodge, dash jump, know when you have to do it. It's more like a knowledge check on the opponent than for Kakojin. So technically, everything is on the side of the Kakojin player, and even if you know what you're doing, you will be amazed about the stuff that he can do. Like he can be plus frames, even though it's a character that he should be zoning you out, right, and be lame. He has good damage output, and I want to say mix-ups, but it's more like poking. Like it's annoying. Like you're not expecting a low from almost half screen, right? And you get combo to a combo that is like 300 damage or 400 damage, etc. Right? That's without talking about assists. So Kakojin is a good character. To be honest, he could like the S tier characters can be, especially like the first fight, like nearest top one. So clear. Like between these 5 characters, they can be second spot. They're really close. Maybe Josuke, I will say top 1. Yeah, I mean not top 1, top 2. And Cars maybe over here, but right now Cars is still good because he's way easier, and combo breakers still is a thing in this game, so it's getting some people are getting affected by that. But Cars, he will give you in the same scenario and doesn't need assist to get his groove on, even though doesn't need Koishi to get more damage, because there's some people making not making found him new routes with assists like all John Joseph, etc. But I think Josuke, the reason why he's still there and not way up on the top is that he needs assists. But even though I think he's a great character. Now, All Horse is a character that he is great around zoning, but Kakuyin is a better zoner. I still think he's better zoning than Narancia, but the thing is that Narancia, his normals are disjointed. Like, he's super stupid. In the case of Kakujin, you can do some whiff punish and affect the normals, and the recovery of the normals for Kakujin are not the best compared to Narancia, right? Horse has some setups that are super dirty, super annoying, and if you're fighting against a whole horse, you may be saying, oh yeah, if once I get in front of him, it will be easy. No, bro, like whole horse has options, and using the Polo can stop your combos, which is stupid. I don't think he should have that. Now, Vanilla Ice, sorry, the tier maker logo is on top of it. Vanilla Ice is a character that I will have put him way. If it was the last game, I mean before the balance patch, he will be maybe top 5. But he's still a threat. The thing is that he got nerfed because of the OTGs, also the damage output because of the OTGs not being a thing anymore, like nerfing the OTGs affected his damage output. Also, like repetitions of his combo, like loops that he had, or small loops to be honest, were taken or nerfed, right? But he can do super easy damage. Like, to be honest, if we're gonna talk about damage output, super easy, I think he beats every character in the game. Like, it's super easy and stupid. Like, you can do like a 1-2-3 combo, like an auto combo, like low, medium, high, and then the unblockable ball, and then the level 3, and it's almost like 700. And it's stupid, right? And then to be honest, I don't think he should have that much damage from easy combos. And people say, oh yeah, that's not real, and it is real. Like, his damage output is still stupid. Now, Kira is a great character. I think he still have the his Kira loops are a little bit weaker, but he is at the end still Kira. Like, the loops are there, and he can be annoying with the coin Oki. Coin Oki, I don't think right now I haven't seen anybody, like even Japanese player, like saying, oh my god, like that Coin Oki is like really messed up. But what I mean messed up is like games like in DF Duel, Blast Blue, Guilty Gear, that you need to block 100%. Over here is like from what I'm seeing, right, and keep in mind it might be wrong. I haven't seen all videos, but it restricts your movement, and by restricting like your movement, it's still a strong tool, but not free block string, etc. Also, something weird about the coin toss is that it's a great anti-air. It's super stupid. I don't think it should be a great anti-air, even though we stop the Killer Queen from tossing it up. After he does the toss and you hit Killer Queen, the bomb will still hit you. So it is what it is, right? Now, DOA is a character that at the beginning I thought he might be a little bit lower, but I've been seeing people and me also playing with the character that I noticed that he has great damage output, touch of death from time stop. Like, he can go actually war and be OD character. The only issue that DOA is that low is because of his health. He doesn't have that much health, but I think he's a solid character. He can mix you up. People are not using his command grab. I use it, but the thing is that the command grab works more for people that works better against players that don't want to press button. Online it doesn't work correctly because people are mashing. But yeah, so anyways, let's go with Diablo. Diablo, even though like people might say he got nerfed, I still think he's a threat. Like, he can do big damage. And yes, the thing is that with Diablo is that I don't think it's a good character for beginners, but once you understand what he can do, he is a threat. Like, his damage output is still there. His counter, let's say that you do that, you can react to a jumping, and that's our actual reality, and you're gonna get fucked. Like, there's no way around it. Like, that counter super takes a lot of health. Now, his normal super, right? The ones that allow you to evade and do teleports or cross ups with dashes, right? It's still good. Like that, I forgot the name of it right now. Epitaph. Epitaph is still good. It's still a threat. Anyways, let's go with Bruno. Bruno is a character that he changed. He changed a lot regarding to how he was in Vanilla, and I think he's a great character, especially if you like doing combos. He's a combo master. Juggle time, you will be amazed at the stuff that you can do with this character. This character feels so much that, in regard that compared to other characters that feel a little bit restricted, and I'm saying that in a bad way because I think a lot like combos, the combo structure in the game is super open, but with Bruno, like the possibilities are endless. Also, jumping medium when he's in stand, like good luck blocking that. Like, you don't know if he's gonna be on front or in back, so it's super hard. Now, Pet Shop, even though Pet Shop I don't think is the best character damage wise, like his mix-ups are still a thing. And if you haven't played against a Pet Shop, good luck understanding what is actual low and what is a mid. Also, the flight, like doing those mix-up for a flight is super good. Like, I remember back in the day when people when Cybercom they say, oh, you're gonna have dashes in the air, and it was like a mistranslation. Pet Shop does that, and you can notice how strong that is. Like like Iggy can do that, but not to a certain degree as Pet Shop. Like, he can mess you up big time. The only thing that Pet Shop has on that, he has good mobility. Damage output is not the best compared to other characters in the S tier, and also his health. Is he a he or her? A she? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Now, let's go to A tier. A tier, Jotaro, I put it on top, and he is the same as Dio. Like, he has good mix-ups, good unblockable setups, and good touch of death. Now, when I say A tier, right, I don't mean that A tier characters will never win to S tier. They're technically there. Like, actually, to be honest, like, even C tiers can beat S tier characters, but they need to work hard, right? A tier is more like I will say more like a balance compared to S tier. S tier has too much BS, even though I think Yotaro still have BS. Like, if you have fought against a Yotaro that used the setup of using Yorno on a block screen and using unblockable, good luck with that, because he can do that twice and he can kill you. Like, if you don't have a character that can do same damage output as Yotaro, or maybe more, you're gonna lose against Yotaro. I will guarantee you that. Like, I mean, like a good Yotaro that can do a lot of damage, not a Yotaro that only does 1 to 3 auto combo. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Yotaro that can do insane damage because his combos go forever. Now, I know you see on Anastasia, right? This character is interesting because it's the same thing as Yotaro regarding his combo potential. Like, it's super big, right? But the problem is that the difference is that in the case of Anushi, like, well, once he knocks you down, you're in front of him, and you need to deal with the mix. And to be honest, Anushi is a scary character. Like, he's super easy to play. Combos are fun, but easy to do. Also, like, he's one of the few characters in this game that has an overhead that you can combo. Gyasho is another character that can do that, but the thing with the Anushi is that he can use that to open you up and combo afterwards, and has a lot of more options to combo afterwards compared to Gyasho. So I think it's a great character. Now, talking about Gyasho, let's go about him. He's a character that has a great vortex, unlike Anushi. Anushi has more like a low overhead. Certain scenario, depending on the assist, he can do like a cross up. But in the case of Gyasho, he can do like down, low overhead, cross ups, and you need to deal with that. The thing is that I think Like Yasuo, maybe on the long run would be a better character, but compared to damage output, compared to other characters, he's not the best. That's what I'm trying to say. But he's super interesting. Like even though if you do a hard knockdown, the stand will be still there, right? And that's something uniquely about him. Polnareff. Polnareff is a character that people are starting to learn about him. I haven't tested him out. I think he's a good character, but the problem is that he has issue with execution and being combos reliable, right? And I think that even though you have combos being reliable, he also has easy unblockables. So I think people need to find like a happy medium of where to get it. Like what I mean by that is like either you can go super OD in depth in doing the combos, or trying to always do the combos, or mix up that always work. Don't try to overthink it. And I think that's something that people have issues in fighting games, because sometimes you will go, oh, you could have done this and this and that and that, and you're like, yeah, but when you're playing competitively or in a tournament setting, right, it's better to go what is safe and 100% sure, instead of trying to do something that will look swag or fly or whatever, right? Now, Foo Fighter got nerfed last time, the last patch, but I still think she's a great character. I think she got dumbed down for the stupid things that she did before. I think this character in the last game, in the last version, right, will have been S tier, but now I think it's A tier. Maybe in the future it will go up, because again I think it's a character that has a lot of potential, but the balance patch did affect her, especially the OTG nerf affected her. So yeah. Now Funny Valentine. Funny Valentine is a character that the same. This is a character that people are sleeping on him. Like this character is actually good compared to Vanilla. When I mean Vanilla, JoJo Bizarre Adventure All Star, not with the R. So he's really good. Like, and his flag Oki is dumb. It's retarded. Like if you fight against a Funny Valentine and you don't know how to deal with the flag, you're gonna get fucked. That's the only word to say about it. Now Giorno is a character that I think people, I mean, if it was the last version, I think it would be a little bit higher. But the problem is that people have found, especially Japanese players, I think, is that I will be doing a video about that just to show people that you can stop Gold Requiem for getting activated even if you get hit. And the way to go about this is that you need to use your Taro Part 4, the one that throws projectiles. There's other characters I need to test out that has projectiles to see if it will be the same in scenario. But keep in mind when Giorno activates Gold Requiem, even though he did the level 1 super, right, he needs to be on a, getting him, hitting the using the arrow to get the power up, right, and he's being a long animation. In that gap of that animation, you can use an assist even though you're stuck in getting, because when you get the level 1, there's an after effect that you get stuck, like you cannot move, right, but you can use assist freely and they can attack for you, and that way it will stop Golden Requiem. But the thing is, this also, people have noticed that when you use level 1, instead of you're not being always Golden Requiem, right, if you use level 1, it will get stuck, right. You can use an assist that shoots, like the Taro Part 4, and follow up afterwards, and it will be like a reset to the counter, and you can do more damage. So really scary tech. Maybe Giorno will go a little bit higher. I still think when he's on stand, the floaty jumping is annoying, but yeah. Now Okoyasu is a character that got also nerfed because of the OTGs nerf, but I think he is still a good character to use. Like he has good damage, and he's fun. Like his mechanic of moving forward and moving you forward or back, right, whatever, is a good character to use. Like again, he's good damage. I think more people should be using him, but it seems that people prefer Yasuke because it's way easier. But yeah, a good character all across the board. Like again, I think he's a character that will make you question a lot of things. Like it's a character that excels in frame traps. That's what I'm trying to say. In this case, sometimes the frame traps are not the best, but he at least had those. Now, John Joseph this is a character that actually, like, I play him today. Like, seriously, I did play him today, and I was amazed at stuff that he can do. Like, the thing is, like, for all the Hammer users, I think he's the strongest one. And but he also so troll. Like, he's a troll altogether. Like, the things he can do, like, I'm amazed. Damage output, I think our characters do more damage, and that's the reason why he's still in that position, right? But he's safe, and he can do loops which are annoying, and also his counters. Like, he has like almost like 4 ways to get out of a knockdown. Like, if you try to oppress him, you're gonna get a reversal or a counter, and it sucks. Now, Fugo, the reason why Fugo is there is because his damage output is beastly. If you have his combos down, he can do a lot of damage. Now, neutral, like trying to play neutral, is super hard for him, but it can be done, but still it's hard for him. Like, I don't think a Fugo player versus a top tier John Joseph, the John Joseph will lose. I think he will win and Fugo will have lost. But again, you know, it is what it is. Now, Yutaro Part 4, this character, I feel him so average. I don't know, like, I don't want it. I tried to play with him, and it was like, oh my god, this character is boring. I know Bad Dash liked the character, but I think it's a I don't know. I don't find him entertaining, and like, he does what he does easy, so that's the reason why he's 8. He has good damage, and if you want to play Yotaro, but you find Yotaro Part 3 is too hard, use the Part 4, and it's technically everything automatically done for you. Now, Caesar, I've been seeing Japanese players saying that Caesar is S tier. I don't think so, bro. Like, I don't see it. Like, to be honest, I do see that he has great Oki, but damage output, nah. Damage output sucks. Caesar, at least. Abdul is another character that Japanese players are saying he's top. I think he is top, but I don't think he's that top. Like, these characters on top have way to deal with a knockdown, right? Abdul, his reversal, you need to be on stand, and the thing is that if you have the hard knockdown, you cannot use the stand, so it is what it is, right? But he has good damage, good combos, interesting properties regarding like his projectiles and traps. But yeah, I think it's a solid character. Like, more people should be playing with Abdul, to be honest. Now, B tier, we have Dio, vampire form. And the reason why he's there, like, he's still, I think he's a good character, but the problem is that his damage output compared to the rest of the cast is not the best, and he has do a lot of work. But then again, he's one of the characters that has it's easier for him to combo around, open up people, even though I think that he got super nerfed because of rotate cancel not being a team over here in SVR, right? Mista, again, he got he got nerfed because of the OTGs, but I think he's still a solid character. The only issue with him is reloading. I think reloading should be a little bit faster though, because why he's doing, Whole Horse do it better, and Kakuyin. So again, this is the reason why he's here and not up top. Now, Hermes is a character that I've been fighting a good Hermes lately, and I think she's a good character, but I still think she, like, it's easy to defend with her. Like, she doesn't have option to mix you up. She has the most health in the game, but I don't think that qualifies to be on S tier or A tier. So yeah, like, good things she can do with her stickers, like putting in a situation that will be always plus. But I don't know, like, I still find her too, what is the word, like, when you know people are being too average, too honest. Like, I think she's too honest compared to the rest of the cast. Now, Wambo. Sama works this character and it makes him look OD top tier. I think he's a good character, but I don't think he should be S tier. When he's invincible, it is scary, right? And also, like, if you don't know about it, like, when he does the drill and you have Diablo, like, GG, like, you need to break it. Like you need to get hit by the Diablo assist and then break the combo afterwards, because otherwise it will be annoying. I don't know. I think that option should be removed from the game, but it's still there. Now Johnny, right? Johnny is a character that I think, compared to all Steel Ball characters, I think he's a, well, actually no, Tony Vanda is the best Steel Ball character. I think he's the second best. The issue that Johnny is here is that it's a character that you need to play footsies and play smart. What I mean by that is that he cannot go unga bunga like the rest of the cast, and also when he's on horse, which is his best option to mobility, like he cannot do side dodge, and that affects him greatly, right? So after a hard knockdown, he will not open you up. He will try to force an opening by you pressing buttons, and by doing that, you will whiff punish him. I mean, he will whiff punish you by a hard attack and then go to a combo, right? But yeah, he's a good character. Now Yosuke is a character that I've been playing lately, and bro, he's a lot of fun. I was salty with him getting nerfed his super, because in Vanilla you could jump and then combo afterwards. Now if you want to do this in this version, you need to do a flash cancel after the level 1 super and go from there. So yeah, I think his super, like his strategy is super basic, and the thing is, like, why trying to use him when you have characters like Narancia, Kakoyin, etc. And his combos are fun. Like, I think this character can beat this other character, but his set play is not the best compared to other characters like Pecha, for example, or Gyasha. Bao is another character that the only reason why he's here is because of his health. His health is not the best in the game. I have fought against Baos that do crazy combos, super high damage, and then for whatever reason I'll open him up and 2 combos and they're dead. So that's the reason why he's here. I don't think he's a bad character, but the issue is that his health is an issue. Speedwagon is a character that I think you go way up, but right now this is the way I see it. Like I haven't, like, every time I fought against a Speedwagon, they always lose. But I think the character has a lot of options or versatility because of his move set, but people don't understand how to use that. William Zeppeli. Now this character is kind of weird regarding that. The first time you use him, I don't think it's a good character. I think it's a bad character. But then when you start using him, you can see that his damage output is insane compared to the other Zeppelis. Also, like, his jumping, even though it's floating, he has options to make it less floaty and then do mix-ups afterwards, which is interesting altogether. So yeah, I think it's a good character, but hard to master. Now, Jonathan, I don't think it's bad, but I think Jonathan is like the most Ryu character in this game. If he has his DP being invincible back in the game, then he could have been a little bit higher, maybe 8 tier. But right now I see him like that, like, so yeah, like he doesn't have a lot of options. Now Trish is a character that I think she's a good character. She can win and can be super annoying to fight against if you know what you're doing. Now, to be honest, I think that I won with her a lot in my videos because people don't block when I do the jumping, and they say, oh, what's the worst that can happen, and then they get a ground bounce and go to a combo that's almost 50%. I think she struggled with opening people up, and that's the reason why she's in B tier. Now, Prosciutto and Pesci, this is a character that was easily top 5. Easily. But because of the OTGs, it affected his damage output. Also, like, his down forward hard attack when he is on stand mode, you cannot dash afterwards, so his combo potential was reduced, and you need to use meter in order to do the combos that you did before. So it's more meter extensive, and even though before there were setups to make it like 3 to get all right, the debuff that you got right, which is still an issue. The debuffs are super strong, but now it seems more fair, and you can only reach to 2 even if you spend meter. Now Koichi is a character that I went with him. Like, Koichi is a character that I think is good, but not viable to win a tournament. And if you win with a tournament, people fucked up big time because he does have damage now, but his normals are still stubby, and trying to punish stuff is hard for him, right? Also, like trying to use the like if you're against a zoner, right? Like let's say Koasu Kakojin, you can get hit because the problem is that his fireball when he's on standoff, it's the stand and he gets damaged if he gets hit by that. If somebody hit the stand, so yeah, super stupid. Akira has like the buff making the charge way faster. It's an actual thing. It helps him a lot, but I still think he needs more stuff. Like to be honest, I think that he should start around with the meter, like and then go drain down quickly, because that's the issue. Like getting the meter to be and get so he can get more properties and get better options is super annoying because it stopped the Reno of the fight. So you need to do a knockdown and then start charging so you can get back in the field and do more damage when everybody in the cast can do way easier more damage for free without any restrictions. Now Rohan is a character that maybe he should be on top of Koichi, but the reason why he's there is because his damage output is not the best. I think he's way better than before. But also another thing that I have issues is that like when you're doing his combos, there's an overlap between the fireball and the command grab. It's annoying. It's freaking annoying. That has cost me fights or rounds, right? So if he didn't have that, maybe he will be on top of the SC tier instead of here, or maybe at the bottom of B tier. Now Yolin is a character that I think should be higher, but right now she looks super not the best. Reason why is because a lot of her offensive or offense has holes on it, so you can do side dodge in between, or you can punish her with a DP that is invincible. And when you try to do the combos, the combos aren't the easiest option, the easiest one in the game, right? Now let's go with Yairo. Yairo, to be honest, before I had him at the bottom, like a D tier. But after seeing Bombay use him and also me playing with him, I think he's a good character being C. Unfortunately, I will have hope that like his combo structure from Vanilla is a little bit different than now, and I was expecting something more like that at Kane. Also, I would have loved that when he do crouching hard attack, even you standing medium, like it will go a little bit forward and it will always connect. Right now, sometimes it will connect or not connect depending on the opponent, etc. So it's annoying. Diego, I put Diego over here, even though I don't think he's the best, but damage output, excluding ACDC, he's good. The problem is that his combos are too long, and like his normal are not the best. So yeah, like I still think this character has potential, and people are saying, "Oh, it's a low tier." I don't think it's a bottom tier. I will be going down in a few minutes, right? But I think he should be C tier. Now Push is here because his combos are fun. He has a lot of combos, but the problem is the damage output. Like it's annoying. I have been seeing players using more the super and making the super that is annoying, that removes your super against an opener, right? To see how it affects the gameplay. I don't still think that is a strong tool to make it outside of C tier, right? Now ACDC, right? ACDC, every time I have fought him against with the new buffs and stuff like that, and I'm not impressed. Like I don't think it's still good. I know a lot of people were saying, "Oh, he's really good now," and making him like maybe A tier. I don't think he's that good still. But again, that could be something that I haven't fought again a good ACDC player. And yeah, now Mariah is a character that I think she has great tools and good options, but the issue is that her damage output is crap, and that's the reason why she's here. Old Joseph, the issue with him is that like if he could have make it so that once he combos you, right, it will be like trying to do a vortex like it was in Vanilla, was work before, but now it doesn't work, and people are stuck with this issue of, okay, I cannot do more damage because I have no reliable way without meter to make it so that the opponent gets in juggle state unless I use an assist. If they make old Joseph the option that someone his normal do juggle, like crouching medium will do like a small juggle, and he can do for that from there for the NTR grab and then do the low version grab, or OTE version, right? It will be more fun as a character. Yokoku, I think she's a fun character, but the problem is that her damage output is not the best. That's the only issue. Like, if this character does more damage, it will be a little bit different the story altogether. Now Shingeki. Shingeki got affected by the OTG's nerf before he could do Touch of Death. And this is weird me saying it, but now with the nerfs, right, he cannot do OTGs anymore, and like if you do a stylish dodge as you use Shingeki, you cannot punish back, and it's super stupid. I think he's the only character that has issue that even though he does stylish dodge, he cannot punish you. Super stupid. Like, his health is not the best in the game. I think it's too low. Like, I think his moveset should change a little bit, and maybe that will make him a better character. Now Iggy is a character that has the same issue regarding that his health is low, damage output is horrible, and when you're doing a combo, it's sometimes so character specific that you're gonna drop it. So it's a character that I would recommend using him. Now Lisa is a character that might look strong, but she's crap. Like, once you know what she's doing, you can avoid everything by jumping back or backdash, etc. And then if you hit the combos, the hard ones, the damage is not the best. So yeah. So guys, that's gonna be the end of the video. Let me know if you what you think about this tier list. Do you have any suggestions, or saying, hey Natsu, this is what I think you should be saying? And I will say, you know what, you're correct, let's record another video in the future and make it so that, you know, I change my thoughts, right? But right now, this is what I think the game it is as it is right now. Hopefully these characters over here will get buff, especially these two. But yeah, so anyways guys, as always, like and subscribe, more content is coming up, and yeah, take care.